Most TV shows depend on funding from advertisers and would be canceled without such funding. Okay, so most of us depend on ads and it would be canceled if we didn't have this ad funding. However, advertisers will not pay to have their commercials aired during a TV show unless many people watch the show, buy the ad products as a result. What does unless indicate, Zach?
Necessary.
Yes. So unless is like the tricky conditional statement, right?
Yeah.
So how would we diagram this sentence? I wouldn't diagram if I was doing this question, but just for practice, how do we diagram this sentence?
Or just do like money sign crossed out and then just like TV watching.
What would be our sufficient? Okay, so let's put our necessary in. Our necessary is many people watch the show to buy the, okay, so if people pay to have their commercials aired, what do we know? So let's put money.
Consumers can buy the products. Or
if people paid, that means many people watching the show buy the ad products, right? So many people are buying the products, correct? So if people do not buy the products, what do we know?
No money on advertisement.
They're not going to spend the money on advertisement. Exactly. That's how, unless it's tricky because we put the sufficient in and then you have to flip, or you put the necessary in and you have to flip the sufficient. So just think about how unless works there. Okay, so if people generally fail to buy the products advertised during their favorite shows, these shows will soon be canceled. All right, thus anyone who feels that a TV show is worth preserving ought to buy the products advertised during that show. So our conclusion is this last sentence. And that's what we're trying to strengthen here. And what answer choices do we feel like would be the best to help tell us that, like, hey, if you feel like it's worth preserving, you should just buy the products?
I said B.
If a TV show would be canceled unless many people took certain actions, then everyone who feels that show is worth preserving ought to take those actions. Do people like that or dislike that?
I chose B.
What did you?
I chose B.
Ooh, we have 3 votes for B. Did anybody say anything different?
I was thinking A too, but
Katie said B.
Yeah, I debated A, but I think B is better.
Okay, I think you said B too, Angelica.
Mm-hmm.
All right, excellent. So let's, people said A or B too. Okay, so let's look at A. If a TV show that one feels to be worth preserving would be canceled unless one took certain actions, then one ought to take those actions. What's the difference between A and B? Yamira?
So A says if a TV show that one feels to be worth preserving will be canceled. It doesn't talk about many people. That was a difference for me.
Then everyone, yes. You're absolutely right. This one just talking about our feelings. If we feel that it's preserved and something would be happen unless one took those certain actions, but do we know that it's our actions alone will cause that to happen? Nope. Where B is saying that, hey, we need everyone to do it, to take those actions. Excellent.